Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the return starts from inside the 20. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's looking to scramble. And he's brought down there.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Snags a quick throw. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
He'll hand it off. Some hard running there through a tackle. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Running back has it on the screen now. That's the spin move. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Great move in the open field. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
It's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Who says he need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. He shreds the tackle. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the back gets the football. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Finds his man. Touchdown, Broncos. Strong game by this quarterback. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's stopped him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And the pass is incomplete. Important second down play coming up. They're going to run it here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. And he's tackled after the catch. The clock is still running off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's a quick grab. And that gain will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the Commodores come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Western Michigan.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Commodores looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
As a design quarterback keeper. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Western Michigan offense back on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And sack sets up second down. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
He goes nowhere on 3rd and short. I don't think he got it.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the Commodores will have to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Broncos offense back on the field now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Really good patience here from the back, and anytime you have a big gain like this, that means the receivers are doing their job as well at that 2nd and 3rd level of the defense, picking up some bigger blocks and helping them get even more yards.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And now the running back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. They'll try the option play here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. 2nd down and goal upcoming. And the call is a quarterback sneak. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
And the Vanderbilt offense will take over 1st and 10.
So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. That's a pass you gotta have to come up with and make a catch.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They'll stop at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds, but a move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And in first down, they go right back to him. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Defense not pressing this time. Looking to pass here on second down. QB to the tight end for a completion. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Shotgun formation here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Receiver in motion now. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Commodores will line up here on first down and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Commodores. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Western Michigan's offense out there. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. The offense going with the hurry up.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass this time. The pocket breaking down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
It's a shotgun run call. Powers through the tackle. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball. They're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
There's nothing the quarterback loves more than a receiver who can take a short pass like that and make something special happen. It makes it so much easier when you can just get the ball to your playmakers and let them do the rest.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting.
And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. That's an old-school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
Well, that running back needs to find a picture of that touchdown up into the air. He could frame that. It's a nice score to remember.
Now the important point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Western Michigan offense back on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
Now the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive. Looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Receiver makes the catch. tackled there by the defense.
A fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring out the third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. Trying to extend the play. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He bought some time, now lets it go. Short throw complete to the tight end. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. We reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Breaks loose at the 45. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback just takes a knee. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Vanderbilt Commodores.